Yankee in Grease. And first, I had never done a musical before, so I was singing, and I had to sing Grease Lightning. And in the movie version of Grease Lightning, it's a little more PG-13 than what the director for this, grade 10 play wanted to do. So the one line in particular was, what was it? It's, that I ain't bragging, it's a real pussy wagon, and she wanted to change that to passion wagon. And I was totally fine, like I knew the lines, and then like the night before we did the show, I watched the movie because I wanted to like really see it and kind of get a sense for like what I was trying to do. And I saw it and I didn't even think twice about it. And then in our very first show, just out of nowhere, I ain't bragging, it's a real pussy wagon, comes out of my mouth, and it's like, everything stopped. And I tried to keep going, and everyone was looking at me, and it was, I was reprimanded and never sang it the wrong way again in the other ones. So
that's genuinely classic. I like that story. Awesome. Well, that's the culmination of our events here.
Cool.
By Tuesday or Wednesday at the very latest, we're gonna cast it.
Okay.
So we will have the cast, because as I mentioned, we had auditions last Sunday as well.
Cool.
So, to be honest with you, we've got a lot of people that are kind of shoring up the last crucial roles that we had to fill. So
Okay.
we're feeling pretty good about it after this. Do you have any other questions for us?
Just sort of, I guess, to get a bit of a sense of the whole show, like what are the different characters and
Sure,
stuff?
okay, yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, we got Dreamview, which is the Universal Studios of Dream Production, Insight Company. So within the Insight Company, the CEO of Insight Company is Corin. Corin has two twin daughters, Aubrey and Danny. Their mother is dead.
Okay.
But they work for his dreamers. They're personal assistants to his dreamers. And kind of the two main dreamers that we follow from his company are Belle. She's a horror dreamer, so she dreams a nightmare every night. So he creates events, what we call texturizing events during her waking state. That are just really horrific. One episode, he forces her to spend the last 5 hours with somebody on death row. Shit ensues.
Yeah.
And then we got Genevieve. So we got the horror dreamer, who becomes a big focus episode 5 on, and the drama dreamer, who becomes a big focus episode 6 on, who's Genevieve. Genevieve she's French, highly dramatic. There becomes a war between the two companies about who gets to keep Marceline.
Okay.
The bigger company tries to steal her away. So on the other end of the spectrum is Dreamview. Dreamview, Amy Pang is the CEO of that. She's a very harsh, young woman who's pretty ruthless when it comes to making sure Dreamview stays on the top. The main employee we follow of her is not necessarily a dreamer. He is a dreamer too, sort of. Is Scout. Okay. Scout is the talent agent for Dreamview, the big company. So he goes out and he's given a lead for Eamon Taker, who's this zealot preacher in this not so distant future, and he's very anti-technology. So there's a certain irony in going to get him to see if he's willing to share his dreams. They try and sell it like, well, you'll reach more people with your message. He's not having any of it, but his son manages to have a conversation with Scout, the dream talent agent, and they set up an arrangement because Roe was able to use Insight Company to get a beta test, but he's too young to legally dream. So Roe's 16, so legally he can't dream. So Scout sees his content, is like, holy shit, these are the best dreams ever. So he ghost streams for this kid.
Okay.
So it's kind of following the dynamic between Roe and the clash between him and his anti-technology father, and then Scout and Roe as Roe's working for Insight, but he's really dreaming for Dreamview sort of thing. So there's a lot of intricacies, and follow genre dreamers around. And yeah, it's about the dreamers, not so much about the dreams. That's what we're trying to emphasize. You tell somebody, it's about dreams, like pasta visual. So it's about dreamers more than anything.
Cool.
Sounds fresh, interesting, nothing here? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. Cool.
Great.
Awesomeness, man. Well, yeah, like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday.